To Sletiwe Ndlovu, who has been bringing us this story today. Really one that I think a lot of people, or especially a lot of women, would ultimately tell you that as we've just been speaking about international human rights yesterday, this is a really big breach of human rights itself.
Certainly, Arabile, and we mentioned earlier on that we'll be speaking to victims that will be speaking during the press briefing. I'm going to bring in one of them who's going to share her personal experience, but of course she has chosen to protect her identity due to the stigma surrounding this particular matter. Thank you very much for your time this morning, and thank you very much for being brave enough to speak to us. I want to start off by talking about what actually transpired when you were subjected to forced sterilization. Just take us through that, and I do apologize for taking you back there, but just take us through what actually transpired.
Okay. I was sterilized at one of the government hospitals at the age of 19 years old. It started when I had a consultation with the doctor, as I was overdue. Then when I gave him my card, he saw on my card that I was HIV positive, and he was extremely not happy. He even said he doesn't understand why HIV positive women continue to have children. And then that's when he asked me whether I want to be sterilized or not. While I was still thinking about what he said, and then he told me when am I going to have a C-section. He wrote something on my card, and when actually I did, then I had my earlier. Then when Gisaspelela, I was with my mother, and I was ready to deliver. A nurse came and told me that I'm ready to deliver naturally. As already I had my water already broke. When I was ready and the nurse was with me, and a doctor came and read my card. In that instant, when he read my card, he told the nurse to stop the procedure of natural delivery, and told the nurse that she must prepare me for a C-section. Then he went to another room in that instant. I was in labor at the time, the severe pain, seizure and my pains, labor. When he came back with, I think it was 3 or 2 forms that he asked me to sign. In that instant, the nurse continued to prepare me for a C-section, for a delivery. And I remember after the delivery, you know, when they take you out, just to check if your toes are moving or not, there was a doctor, a white doctor, female, who came. She was so angry. She was reading my card again, and she was so angry. She didn't understand why are they sterilizing a 19-year-old, where there is treatment and, you know, services that can, in that instant, in that time, because it was 2007 that time when I was sterilized.
Just take me through the trauma. Take me through the impact that it has had on your life, not only in terms of your health, but also mentally. For someone that doesn't understand the impact, how would you describe it? And also, how would you describe the violation?
I don't know how to describe it in a way, but it stays you. It's like it grows with you. Because I could say the more my daughter grows, the greater the impact or the side effects of the C-section and the side things that happen after it. First, my periods are not the same anymore. I was not told when I was being sterilized that there will be side effects. I cannot be on my periods and wear trousers, wear skirts, because it will go beyond, you know. So, yeah. The mental one, you have a scar, of giving birth to your lovely daughter, but it reminds you, it's a constant reminder that you'll never have a child again, which was the cause of someone else's choice to make a choice on my behalf as a woman. You are always reminded that you are half a woman and all the time. You won't give birth to any child. You have breast, but you won't feed any child again. So I could say it lives with you forever. Yeah.
Thank you very much for speaking to us this morning, and I understand you're getting quite emotional. Of course, Arabile, these are real experiences of women that have been impacted by forced sterilization. But in her situation, she states that she was coerced. She states that she wasn't in the right state of mind when the forced sterilization actually transpired. You remember when we spoke to Dr. Setembi earlier on, she did state that some of these women, it happens without their consent, but some of them are actually coerced into being sterilized. So in the situation of our victim now, she states that in her situation, she was definitely coerced.
Sletiwe, thank you so much for bringing us what is certainly a deeply saddening